Hello and welcome. Today we are going over the McLaren MP4-12C from 2010, and I'm going to be telling you why this is better than the McLaren 650S and why it's just such a good car in Gran Turismo 7. Now if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, don't forget leave a like and subscribe for more Gran Turismo 7 content. Now this vehicle came out in 2010. Now that is over 13 years ago, but the car still has modern day performance, with the vehicle having a twin turbocharged 3.8 litre V8 pushing out 600 brake horsepower, which is 447 kilowatts, being sent to the rear wheels, with the vehicle having a mid-engine layout, means this is a really good setup for a fast sports car, considering the fact that the car is lightweight, with the vehicle only coming in at a weight of 1,350 kg. Yes, under 3,000 pounds, this car is relatively light, and that's why you're gonna find the performance points being at 619 bone stock. Now this car can also do 346 kilometers per hour straight out of the factory, but that's enough for the brochure or just the stats on a piece of paper. How does this vehicle feel in Gran Turismo 7? So, with the vehicle, when it comes to cornering around Kyoto Driving Park, this is honestly one of the best parts of the whole driving experience. The car takes corners like an absolute dream. At no point in time did I fear for my life with this vehicle. It is such a pleasant experience to take this vehicle around corners because it slides out if you want it to. If you don't want it to slide out, it won't. It's just such a joyful, carefree experience when driving this vehicle. Even when the rear end steps out, you don't have to really fight it to get back into line. Just a little bit of throttle control and you can either extend that slide or abruptly stop it. So it's really up to you how you want to take corners in the McLaren, because this car can handle whichever way you throw at it, because this car is just honestly such a fun vehicle to use. Now there are hints of understeer every now and then. It's not a consistent thing when you go into corners, however it is something that you will notice if you drive the McLaren around for a while. Now the car, with it having 600 horsepower bone stock, that is more than enough power. It gets down. The car's acceleration is really good, and then once we start reaching like the higher end top speed, well, the car just feels like it keeps going. It just keeps surging along. That's why around Kyoto Driving Park, before we go into a first corner, you're doing over 260 kilometers per hour before you need to slam on the brake, which isn't that bad at all. And if you take into consideration how good the handling is, as well as the car's acceleration and top speed, you're gonna find yourself sitting lap times around the 1 minute 37, 1 minute 38 mark around Kyoto Driving Park, which isn't too shabby considering the fact that this vehicle is 13 years old. When it comes to supercar territory, 13 years is dinosaur. It's ancient practically. How outdated it is compared to modern day sports cars slash supercars. So at the time, this car could have been seen as one of the best supercars, but now in 2023, this is more seen as a sports car than an actual supercar, which is mad to see how far technology has brought us. But anyway, let's say you aren't really happy and you want to just up the performance of the McLaren. Well, you can do exactly that by heading on over to a tuning shop. Now once we head on over to a tuning shop, we are going to be able to spend quite a bit of money to get a bit of performance out of this vehicle. Now something that you will save a lot of money on is weight reduction. With no stage 5 weight reduction for this vehicle, you're going to save up to 300 to 500,000 credits. Well, actually more, because the weird thing about this McLaren is the fact that you can't add any weight reduction. No weight reduction at all can be applied to this vehicle, which means you're going to be stuck at a weight of 1,350 kgs, which doesn't really seem that bad. As I said, it's already lightweight, And considering the fact that we added on another 300 brake horsepower, now bringing the grand total up to 900 brake horsepower, it should make for a lot of fun. Now, with it being over 900 horsepower, this is actually more powerful than the 650S. However, it does weigh slightly more. Now, when it comes to customization in Gran Turismo 7 for the MP4-12, well, we have a nice but simple front splitter, a single side skirt, and one option for the rear wing, and that is a custom rear wing option. So customization is exactly what you would expect from Gran Turismo 7, lacking. So very simple, nothing really wow, breathtaking customization, but that's not what this game's for. It's about how these vehicles perform. So let's see how the McLaren MP4-12 performs out on circuit. So now, with the vehicle having max downforce, being on racing soft tires, fully upgraded, this vehicle comes in at a performance point rating of 761 performance points. So that means if you want to use this vehicle for the WTC 800, by all means you can. However, I wouldn't do that. Yes, you will have the chance to actually be faster or set faster lap times than some Group 3 cars. However, this is where the problem comes in. With it not being a Group 3 or Group 4 or any proper race car, well, the fuel economy is just going to be terrible. That's how it is in this game. If you don't put a Group 4 or any race car engine into it, the fuel economy is just bad. And especially if you are going to put it up against Group 3 race cars, you're just not going to have any chance. So this car you're building for pure performance, for just a whole lot of fun, without the intention of using it for money grinding. Now, when it comes to handling the car, the understeer still remains. I know with a bit more tweaking you can adjust it. The tune will be at the end of this video if you are waiting for it, so just be patient for that. Now, the understeer still is there, but the slippage, you know how the vehicle, I said it slides out and it's so easy to control, that's gone. With 900 horsepower going to rear wheels, you would have thought, okay, it's going to be all sliding all over the place, just a little bit wild, a little bit uncontrollable, and that is not the case. The car has such a high level of grip, it actually caught me off guard, because the only real times that I saw potential slippage was when we were coming out of very slow corners, and the one time when I just went full flat out in a section of the track where you're supposed to let off. Then the car got a little bit overwhelmed and stepped the rear end out. But honestly, the level of grip that the McLaren produces is something that was quite surprising. Now, I was straight to the point. I was able to set faster lap times in the MP4-12C than I was in the 650S. Now, I don't know why that is, because you would think 650S, the younger brother, is gonna be a little bit better because they've got more advanced technology, this way, that way, a whole lot of things. But that's not the case, because the MP4-12C, I was setting lap times around the 1 minute 32 second mark, which was honestly surprising for a vehicle, as I said, over 10 years old. I was not expecting it. I was expecting your usual 135, but that simply wasn't the case. The McLaren MP4-12C caught me off guard and is just a really good and one of the best street legal McLarens in Gran Turismo 7. I'm saying it now, the vehicle is so much fun. Sadly, if it had better fuel economy, I would suggest it for money grinding. However, that's just simply not the case. So the McLaren MP4-12C, a fantastic vehicle if you are just looking to have a lot of fun. So with all this being said, I hope you guys did go on to enjoy this video. Don't forget, leave a like and subscribe for more Gran Turismo 7 content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.